What up? What up? What up, YouTube? And welcome to another episode of Balls and Things. Not those types of balls nor things, you perverts. So get your minds out the gutter, man. Because I gotta tell Coach that every week, man. Because you know he be thinking of the
That's
other
where
stuff. Like,
that's
Coach,
where I
no,
start.
man,
I
no.
start there. Gotta climb out. I gotta climb out. I'm ready now.
So get y'all minds out the gutter, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button already. And if you're watching this on a replay, hashtag replay gang. If you're watching this live, man, share it out, man. Get some more people up here and so they can come out and support the professor and coach.
Uh,
I see my bro representing for the Raiders today, man.
yeah,
Mendoza's future home.
yeah. We got a coach now. We we're gonna
Yeah, I
draft
got
a
a coach.
quarterback. Yeah, we got one.
Yeah, congrats,
So
congrats.
we got a coach now. We just need a quarterback and 8 or 12 other things, and we'll be fine.
Draft is coming up soon. Draft is coming up soon. I represent for my homie Nick, Unlock Morphs, and K Jizzle Barn Projects. He's slacking on the back, so I don't need to turn around. So I'm not turning around. And shout out to my homie Fred MTZ Pythons. Yep. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. So how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good. I was telling you just backstage. I just picked up a pair of cypress, a male and a female. Both have leopard, and obviously both have cypress, but the female has pastel, and so I think they're pretty. We're gonna grow them up, see what we can do. So
Look at your boy up in here, man. What a dentist. I mean, when you say what up to some more people, chat the
yeah,
dentist in here. We got my homeboy Nick up in here. 666. Appreciate you, my girl Britt. Thank you, Brittany. Speaking of glizzies, we got the homeboy Dickie Foster in the building. Thank you, Dickie, for tapping in. We got my main man, newest one, the newest member of the channel too, man. Just subscribe, Chief in Session. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. Also, man, he got a if you especially in the Chiefin, so make sure you follow him. He keeps it going, keeps it going, keeps it going. See, I gotta do this real different. There we go. And Dennis said, "What up to everybody? Appreciate you, Dennis." So
that's right.
before yeah, Dennis is a big time Raiders fan. He's such a Raiders fan. He mostly be breeding true ghosts because he likes them silver and
Right. God,
white.
God love him. He likes to fish. That guy is. I
Oh
mean,
yes,
like Bill Vance and whatnot out there. He ought to have a fishing show. That guy's hauling fish every time he goes.
yeah. He's fishing like every day. What up, Wayne?
Every,
Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you.
I ain't mad at him, boy. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
Every day. I think that's why I'm trying to I'm trying to get him on one of these shows, but he's too busy fishing all the damn
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
So before we get any further, let's drop some sponsorship videos. You know.
Let's do that.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. The Cocoa Dude offers you 2 different types of substrate for your reptiles. You can go with the Black Label chipper blocks with thick chunks, or the ready-to-go Cocoa to go. To get this premium cocoa, just visit their website at cocodude.com. Ozzy Boyds. The name is synonymous with ball pythons. Chances are you have an animal from him indirectly. With over 20 years experience breeding ball pythons, his creations only continue to get better as he masters his craft. Follow him on Instagram, YouTube, and Morph Market. Lindworm Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dumoral boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Ash Coda Reptiles keeps and breeds a dozen species of pythons and boas, specializing in premium ball python morphs, and is an authorized distributor of Go for Cocoa substrates. Be sure to catch Craig's weekly videos on Instagram for tips and insights. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. At Mantooth Captive Bred Reptiles, our motto is simple: live your dream. Ninja Balls is more than a breeder, he's a creator. He's the innovative thinker that brought you the Kiki Ball. He strives to make living works of art and improve upon them year in and year out. Follow him today on Instagram at Morph Market and know that with each purchase you make, you're getting quality. Static Morphs, an up-and-coming breeder, has been working quietly under the radar and producing some heat, most notably working Stranger and Chocolate into DG, Clown, and Pied combos. Go on their Morph Market today and see what they have available. Ectothermic Dungeon is a high-quality ball python breeder who puts a major focus on excellent customer service. They work with recessives such as DG, Puzzle, and Tri-Stripe, also with codoms like Adder, Bang, and McKinsey, to name a few. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. V&S Reptilia is truly a one-stop shop. Check him out for colubrids, boas, bloods, ball pythons, and more. He also services the tri-state area with his rat breeding and is a PA distributor for Chipper and Coco to Go. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market.
Shout out to the sponsor. A special shout out to Shades of Blue Network sponsor. I saw my man Danny pop up in the building. Danny just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Danny. Appreciate you. And Jay, what up, Jay? Thanks for tapping in, Jay. Appreciate you. Let me see if I can pull up Danny right there. Boom. Make sure you give him a follow, please, and thank you. Check him out on Instagram. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna bring out the professor, a good friend of ours, and basically family. So I'm glad she's in here today to kick it with us. Let's bring her out to the stage. Thank you. We're gonna give you a nice round of applause in a second. Here we go. A nice intense jump. There it is.
How are you guys doing today?
Oh,
Great.
Very good. Let's get this weirdo out of this space. Get out of here, weirdo. There we go. With the glasses. See, yeah, I would have never known those were meta glasses. They're so stylish.
Yeah, there's this. They're just the more feminine shape, which is more round here. And no, they're not filming and taking pictures 24/7.
Oh, see, I was about to ask, like, are you recording right now?
You can, like, the buttons here, I have to hold it in order to do it. Or I can ask Meta to do it for me. Yeah.
You're not being recorded, but please speak clearly.
They're
Right.
out us. But yeah, so I'm doing great. Yeah.
Good. So if you mind introducing yourself a little bit.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jamie. Jamie Ostrander. I am a school teacher currently at a middle school. But I've taught everything from second grade all the way up to high school. I love middle school though. But when it comes to ball pythons, I've been breeding for about 5 years, going on 6 years now. Ever since I started teaching at this school that I'm currently at, I decided to breed ball pythons with my students as well as on my own too. And so I go over basic genetics with them, and we put a male and a female together and hopes that they lay eggs and see the whole life cycle. We try to predict the babies. But yeah, I teach science, and then the elective that I teach is theater. So I've been really, really busy this trimester. It's our production. So that's, if I look a little tired more than normal, that's what's been going on.
They're the life.
So what's the production this year?
This trimester, we are doing Circus Olympus. which is a circus that comes to town and puts on Greek mythology stories.
Oh,
So
that's pretty cool.
When I was in middle school, I was in The Hobbit.
nice.
I swear to God,
You're too big.
Well, listen, I was cast as a gargoyle or something like that. I think I was typecast. I was
like this is giant.
Yeah,
In all
like,
honesty, most middle school shows are somewhat typecast because you're not quite at that age. Maybe a few of my students are able to be something other than they're not.
yeah.
But yeah.
The kid that was the Hobbit was little. He was little. I was like, come on. I never had a chance.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been fun. It's like I said, it's about Greek mythology, and of course that's been a fun thing trying to to conquer in some ways because of the fact that the kids are like, wait, so and so is so and so's lover, but also their kid, but also their mom, but also their like this family tree. And I go, guys, they're not humans. They may look like humans, but they do not follow our rules.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, it's always interesting to watch
I
them.
love Greek and Roman mythology. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we cover Arachne, the Weaver. We cover Hades and Persephone in the underworld with Demeter. And then we also cover Medusa and Perseus. And which is a fun one. We cover
Medusa was my favorite. I loved her hair.
We're covering King Midas. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
And the show has a bunch of like sleight of hand kind of magic tricks in it too.
Oh, that's cool.
That we've had to do. And because I'm such a small school, I am not only the director, I do a lot of the tech work too. And set and prop building.
I'm about to say that. I was like, do you still help with the props and the set pieces here?
I usually ask the kids to help out and do things, and they do. Jamie? And parents, like, don't get me wrong, I do try to delegate as much as I can. And a lot of times the pushback is, what do you want it to look like? And I'm like, just do it. Like, if I have to teach you what I want it to look like, it's good. I might as well just do it. But yeah, but I do a lot for it because it's just a lot, to cover. Normally you have multiple people in charge, but we are a tiny school, so
work you to death. Oh man,
that's a lot.
So you was into to the theater and snakes when you was a kid? In
oh yeah. So when I was a kid, well, animals in general, not just snakes, just any animals. Admired
Elmira, Tiny Toons.
and Jeff Corwin and who's the other one? I can't think of his name right now. There's one other guy. But then I got into actually magic is really where I started into getting
magic. Oh,
yeah,
I love magic.
Like David Copperfield.
Magic. Uno in the building. Thanks for tapping in, Bosa. Love you, brother.
So that got me into theater, and then I really dove into it in middle school, and that's my major. Actually, I didn't major in any science. In college, I did theater. I'm the only teacher. My whole family are science people. So that's where also my science comes from.
Yeah. I love science. That's my favorite subject.
You're teaching the future scientists of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And a lot of people always ask me, why did you choose theater? I wanted, if I was going to pay for college, I wanted to do something that I enjoyed. And as long as my future job, which at that point in time, I wanted to be a teacher too, didn't require me to have a degree in something specific. I said, why not? Let's just do theater. And I've learned most of my life that, the arts are really amazing in multiple aspects on making much better human beings, culturally, empathetically. So, some of the things you have to do when you're a theater major is even if you decide to do the tech side, they still make you take a drama acting class so that you understand the people that you are doing stuff with, and vice versa. If you are an actor, you have to take a tech class to be able to, theater is an ensemble work, as well as like the empathy and perspective. A lot of people tend not to think about this, but when you play a bad guy on stage or in movies or wherever, you don't think you're the bad guy. The bad guys don't ever think they're the bad guy. So having to be able to put yourself in a position that maybe you don't morally agree with. I mean, it's performing and acting, but trying to take that perspective and seeing that viewpoint of the world, I think also helps people be more empathetic towards real bad guys or real people who have problems in situations. So there's my little soapbox spiel for have your student take arts. It also teaches you how to communicate and read body language, and also how to change your own body language. There's so much.
That's just all that extracurricular stuff around education is so important. It's the way you develop people. You can't just develop people in a book in a room somewhere. Life happens, and so you have to let kids have experiences. And so I think all that, anytime you have to be on a team, in a team atmosphere where you have to depend on me and I have to depend on you, and then that's just good, being a human. The better you are at working well with others and playing nicely, the better human, and the better time you're going to have being a human. So
and develop some type of empathy.
Yeah, well, and develop empathy, because empathy is just feeling what other people feel and taking other people's feelings into account, which is always a positive characteristic in my book. I think it's a good thing to have.
Totally agree.
We did a hair down Friday before, I think, maybe two, and I think I told you then too. I have nothing but respect for
teachers,
people in education and all around the school, because there's a whole team of people that are there to make that school day happen. So
your kids spend more time with their teachers than they do with you.
Right. Oh, darn straight. Oh yeah.
That's all. You even after work, you're still working. So it's rough.
It's a lot. Yeah, it definitely is a lot. But it's rewarding, or it can be, is what I should say. It's really rewarding, and one of the reasons why I really enjoy it is, I'll be honest, I don't like a lot of things in the world. And so being able to teach young students on how to be better people, to be empathetic, to look at different perspectives, to have moments like, I showed a video in class about random acts of kindness, about a person that just randomly went out and was doing little tiny things. And the next day, my student walks up to me and hands me an In-N-Out card and says, "Hey, I want to do a random act of kindness. Here's a free burger for In-N-Out. I appreciate everything you do." And I was in so many tears. I died. It's like those moments that fill your cup. And it's funny because my job as a teacher, or at least I'm an educator, but because teachers have now been pushed to do so much more, there's so much more. Me educating is on the back end. I'm doing more behavior management and things that I wouldn't even expected to be doing when I first
Right.
was applying for this job.
As a parent of 3 people, you know, and like they always say, it takes a village. And really when they say it takes a village, they mean teachers. You think of all the teachers that they have as they grow up over 12 years of education. That's not even if they go to college,
Mhm.
and it's just
A lot of
each
influence.
each one of those people has such an impact on those young people. And it's and the funny thing is you don't get to see it unless you do it for
Barely.
a long time
Yeah.
like I did. So but the longer you do it, the more you get your little payback times. I promise you that.
Oh no,
So
I know. Oh, I know. I mean, my favorite is, I mean, so I'm at a school that I get to teach sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. So I get them for 3 years, which is
Mm.
amazing and
Right.
really fun to watch them come in sixth grade when they're like roly poly size
Yeah.
and they're like, they look like little babies. They waddle in and they're all chubby still and they have their baby fat. And and
2
then when they
years is huge in a kid's life. I mean, being a football coach, an athlete, dealing with athletes, 2 years in a kid's body, it's night and day.
and then especially in middle school,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
right when
Mhm.
hormones hit.
Right.
They all come, like I said, they come in all cute, and then in eighth grade, by the
Yeah.
time they leave, they're all lengthed out, like they're starting to look like young men
Right.
and
Yeah.
and young ladies too. And so one of my favorite things is since we are a small school, a lot of them come back and visit us.
Right.
And since I've been there for 5 years, I've seen them. Recently, I just had one invite myself and another teacher to her performance over at the high school. So we went and saw that together,
Oh, that's
brought
good.
her flowers and whatnot. But yeah, I tell the kids all the time, if once you leave, I'll give you my personal email and, you can stay in contact if you ever need anything, letters of rec, whatever. The best gift that you can give me is you just come back and say hi.
Mhm.
I eat lunch still once a year with my geometry teacher from high school, and he was one of the football coaches.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, but I don't have lunch once a year with all of them. I
Yeah.
I have lunch once a year with a guy who made a huge impact on my life. So the way I look at things, the way I coach, the way I lived my life. So yeah, one lunch a year. I don't think that's too much to go back and say, hey, thanks. I usually pay too. I usually pick it up. And I'm 60. So how long's that
Mhm.
been going on for?
Yeah. Mm. It's dedication.
Well, you guys, you make a huge impact on people's lives, and I mean, that's when you have people coming back and visiting. Those
Yeah.
are the ones. Those are the ones you made the biggest impact on.
Hmm. Yep.
So
Yo, are
I,
you looking to trying to breed anything else though, Jamie? Besides the ball pythons?
Not necessarily. I mean, sometimes I'll purchase button quail eggs that are fertile and we'll hatch them. But usually when it comes to breeding, I don't want to increase the population of anything else. I'm very much a strict person on that. And since I have ball pythons and they're relatively easy to do and the diversity of their appearance, it really plays into the genetics, not just the life cycle. If I breed button or not breed, if I hatch button quails, of course they end up becoming food. So there's
Yeah.
not a waste there. But yeah, not looking to breed anything. Um, I'm open to having in my classroom other species,
Yeah.
but not necessarily breeding. No.
So
Um,
the button claws, what do you hatch them in? You put them
an
in
incubator,
regular
incubator?
bird,
a bird incubator that rolls
Yeah.
the eggs.
they got to
Um,
rotate. They're
yeah.
different than snake eggs. You got to keep
Um,
the bird eggs moving.
Uh,
Yeah.
and you can buy the fertile eggs offline, and they come and you just hatch them. Sometimes it's local. I know I can get quail eggs local, but baby quails are too big. Um, Maybe I could feed a baby quail to one of my bigger girls, but Yeah.
See, that's the whole thing with me and I love animals. I used to get such anxiety when I would feed my collection just because ball pythons, when I was in the beginning, I couldn't get them all to eat frozen thawed. And now I don't have anxiety anymore because I figured out I get them all, everything in here eats frozen thawed.
Yeah, majority of mine, yes, is frozen thawed, but I still have some very, very, very stubborn eaters.
Yeah.
That no matter how hard I've tried to switch them over, they're just not gonna do it.
No go, no go.
There's no go. And me being a science brain, I've kind of tried to look for patterns. And like, why are they no go? And a common thread is that they've been fed mice a lot.
I feed mice and rats. I fed a couple of snakes. When I'm growing them up, I feed them mice because they're just easier for me to get.
Yeah. The size.
Just the size of the prey for the babies, the hatchlings. But then I switch them right over. But I do have a little female spot nose, double het hypo clown girl that is giving me a fight. We're in a battle of wills. But
who's gonna last?
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna lose to a ball python.
I feed my babies mice until they switch over to frozen thawed size. So.
She won't take it off the tongue. I drop feed her, so I figure out a way that she'll do it. She's not comfortable taking off the tongue. She's a very nervous animal, so that's all right. I'll drop it, and she goes back and gets it, and I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Because most of them will not. Once if you're not dangling in front of them, they don't want it.
I have 2 or 3 of them, adult ball pythons that are just drop it. I'll take care of it. Please leave it at the door or whatever.
I have some the ones that eat live that I have to like make the rat dizzy because if the rat is too like, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? They're like,
yeah. It's just so weird, man. So weird that some snakes, especially snakes that act like they'll bite you or whatever, but they're scared of a freaking rodent. Like, what are you doing? Scared of this rodent for? But you'll come out to attack me.
Yeah, I have ball pythons in here that have never seen a live rodent. I don't know if they know what to do about because I start my hatchlings on frozen thawed mouse hoppers too.
Okay.
It takes a little bit longer, but it's all right. I have fun. I'm an old man, so what else am I going to do? You know what I mean? Stand over here and feed the snakes. It beats like gardening or fishing. For God's sake, fishing is. Like Dennis. I'm not a fisherman. I can't do it, dog. I just I'll be over there. I like mine fried, little lemon and butter on it.
You should get you one of those little tiny fishing rods that they use for that game, and then put a pair of tongs on the end so you could tong your rats, and then just go.
I don't appreciate you tapping in.
I'm a freakishly large human, and I think I don't like rodents. Like elephants. Elephants don't like rodents either. And I think you're being a science person. I'm thinking there's probably some sort of science there. Just we're big, and we don't like the little. I don't know why. I don't like.
Have you always been that way, even as a child?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. It's not that I got such anxiety feeding live rodents that I was like, once I was able to get about 5 years ago, I haven't had a live rodent in my room in over 5 years now, which it makes me feel much better. So I like that.
I have to disconnect when I feed live. I really have to dissociate.
Well, see, yeah, and what we were talking about earlier with you're a thespian, right? You're an actor, so you're able to go, all right, let me get into just throw the rat in there and walk away, right?
Go into character.
I can't do that. I'm in the corner in tears.
Yeah,
snot bubble coming out of my nose and
stuff. No.
Doing the. Yeah, it's bad. It's ugly. You don't want to see it. So no, I like just feed. It's like feeding chicken cutlets in here. I just pull them out of the freezer. I stick them on the end of the tongs. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fed the bull snakes last night. My albino female bull snake. She takes a small rat, wraps it up. She's fallen out of the cage. I have her in like a 3 foot AP plastics, and
Mhm.
she's like all the way down near to the floor, and then realizes, oh crap, I'm out of the cage, stretches out, holds on to the rat, backs up all the way back
Oh
into the
wow.
cage. I was like, that was impressive. So next time I feed her, I'm just going to put the rat on the floor and make her get it herself.
Let it come out
Get
and
some
get it.
exercise.
Yeah.
Let it come out and get it. Mm. So well, back to the thespian stuff. Did you do any improv?
Yeah, well, yes and no. I did. I never really felt proficient at it or good at it when I was um in high school as well as in college, improv comedy. As I got older, so when I was in college like the last year, I did the Renaissance fairs where I would audition and I'd become a character and I'd have to improvise while I was in character. But I've never felt really strong at improv comedy. And that's simply, I think it's because I analyze and I'm like very over analytical in my brain.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people always go, wait, you're good at math and science, yet you're a theater person. And they go, those don't usually go together. And I go, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
The way that I've always approached acting is very analytical. Like when I get characters and scripts and things like that, I'm like making lists of like character traits, behavior, how they walk, how they step. I mean, a lot of times when I'm developing a character, I approach it from how their foot lands on the ground. How would they walk? Where would their shoulder placement be? Where would their elbow placement be? I mean, in high school, I played a fat woman. At one point, I had a fat suit.
Yeah.
My fat suit it was light, so I, could wear it. But literally, I went to a very popular superstore that starts with a W and pushed a shopping cart around, stalking people, just so I could watch them and how they walk. I've done a lot of people watching in my life.
Right along.
Yeah. And so understanding that, a lot of times heavier weighted people, or once you have a belly, you put your hands here to rest all the time. It's like right here, or pregnant people too. And you usually walk with that sticking out. And like you walk towards that spot. So yeah, I've always approached acting in a very not comedy way, a very analytical way. So doing improv comedy has been hard because you have to be kind of just witty on your feet.
On your feet, yep.
And I always second guess myself.
Well, like you said before, body language is a huge thing. I mean, when we coach football too, we are always telling the kids about, hey, body language. If you look defeated, you probably are defeated, right? So, so you tell a lot through the way you see like a person's posture and the way they walk and all that. So it's part of the message they're sending. So.
Nope.
So what influenced you to bring the ball pythons into the classroom?
So my brother, so with my family being into genetics, myself loving animal science and all of that, now I'm side eye all the big people at the supermarket. You never know, if someone's people watching, you might become their next character. I mean, like I'll sometimes lean over to if I'm with someone and be like, ooh, I gotta keep that in my character pocket. Ooh, I like that walk. Ooh, and take it as a compliment. It means you're interesting if someone takes on your attributes as a character. But anyhow, ball pythons, classrooms. Sorry, ADD
You're good.
kicking in. My brother bought some ball pythons, and he bought some that were het, blah 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 blah. This was a long time ago, when a normal with hets was probably a couple. It would be like 500, 600 bucks, like a lot for a normal with a head. Now it's like $100. It's pre-COVID, and he had snakes, and we went to a couple of reptile shows, and that's when I first saw pictures of Xanthic, and I was like, ooh, I want a black and white gargoyle-like snake. Someday.
Okay, Raider Nation.
And so, and then I wanted a classroom pet. But as cute as hamsters, rats, and mice, and all of those fuzzy things are, they're not nice. They're smelly. They're high maintenance.
I didn't know that they were nippy, like hamsters. And people say hamsters and gerbils, whatever, they're nippy. I never even knew that.
Mean, vicious animals.
Rats aren't nippy usually, but hamsters, they use their mouth as a defense. That's one of the things. They're not very well socialized, and so the only way to prevent that is to get them at a very young age and to hold them a lot. But you got to be careful, because if you hold them too much at a young age, you stress them out, and then they have a heart attack and die. Yay. But also having to clean a rodent cage weekly. And even then it smells. Right. I was like, that's just really high maintenance. And then also knowing my brother, knowing that the fact that there's so many diverse genetics. In sixth grade, I knew touches on genetics and science. I was like, okay, I'm going to get a ball python. I also hate that people have all these stereotypes about, once again, empathy about ball pythons or just snakes in general. And so I looked at it as that's another opportunity. I needed also reasons to have the pet in the classroom, because nowadays having classroom pets is not always looked upon highly.
How does it apply to the curriculum?
Yes.
That's probably what you hear, right?
Yes. How is this going to apply to the curriculum? How is it useful? And it's like, it's coming out of my pocket. Come on now. Right. How are you going to keep it safe? How are you going to keep it in the cage? How are you going to keep the kids from being hurt? So all of that went into my decision. And ultimately I decided on the ball python because genetically and visually it's stunning. Behaviorally and attitude, it's really chill. And so for the most part, it's not going to be a spicy snake. Most likely really hardy, easy to take care of. So I wouldn't be needing to take it home every weekend. And let alone, when we have breaks, I potentially could feed it at the beginning of the break and not come back for break, and just make sure you top off water or put extra water in there, and then go home. So yeah, that's kind of where I went with the ball python. And then from there, I started going, elementary school hatches duck eggs and chicken eggs in their classroom. Why can't we do that with ball pythons? So that's what I did. First ball python is the one that's on my logo. Still have her. She's in my classroom.
Such a good logo.
She's a spider, off Craigslist from a kid that was going to college.
That was my first too. Mine was a male. Yeah. I still have him too. He's a dwarfy son of a gun, boy.
Yeah.
Off of Craigslist. Some kid going to college.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's I swear it's either a spider is every breeder's first, or there's one other. There's a handful of 3 snakes that everyone gets as their first, and then the breeders. But yeah, I got her. I specifically got her on Craigslist because I didn't know about Morph Market yet either. And actually,
I got mine off of Craigslist because there was no Morph Market when
well, I was gonna say, when did Morph Market start?
I want to say 16, 17 area, maybe 2017.
2000, 2007. So it
Yeah.
might have been right before Morph Market started, or it might have been right as Morph Market started.
Yeah.
When I got her.
Yeah.
And she's had one clutch. Well, I roughly remember the college saying that she was proven, but I don't know. But with me, she's had one clutch. I don't plan on breeding her again, just because she's a spider, and I try to keep that out of the mix. I mean, A, they don't sell. B, there's that possibility of the head wiggle, and yeah. So I just try not to, because there's so
And you
many others
never know. You never know because when they're young, they like my male
they
that I
can hide
started
it.
with. He didn't hardly wobble at all when I first got him, and now he's just the loop-de-loo guy. I mean, it's like,
Oh, he corkscrews.
I know that's
yeah,
right.
they have a hard time finding bottom, right? Because it's a
Mhm. It's
ear
balance.
balance, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I bred him one time, and his daughter's up here too. That's just a lesser bee, and she's just a beautiful snake, just a beautiful animal.
Yeah.
And she's never wobbled, not even a little bit.
Yeah, Cleopatra or Cleo is mine, and she'll wobble, of course, when she's super excited, aka right before feeding.
Right.
um, or she'll wobble if she's super stressed, of course. So it's the high
Yeah.
adrenaline that's
Right.
going through her that causes her tension of muscles, that causes her to
I produced a couple super chocolates, and right before they strike their prey, they get that little tremor like
yes,
thing.
the excitement, and they're
Yeah.
tensing up, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat. But they always eat. Like they always like
Yeah,
that's the
that's
one
what they
thing.
said. Never don't feed though. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. The
They
spiders eat. Spiders.
never miss a meal.
My
I
male
mean,
went off feed for like a year.
he
Didn't
Oh,
did.
want
really?
anything. And then he just now he's boy, there's rats in the room. He expects to be fed. He better have one in there for me.
I mean, Cleo was definitely a mouser.
Yeah.
The college kid must have been feeding her mice all the time, and she would only eat live mice, not frozen thawed. And then after she gave birth, her clutch, she started eating frozen thawed rats right away,
Yeah.
which I was like, yes.
It's funny how a clutch sometimes will totally change a female the way she eats, the way she does. It's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wanted those bigger meals now.
Yeah,
It's a reset. So
for sure.
yeah. So then
So
I got her, brought her in the classroom. Like I said, chicken eggs or duck eggs made me go, why can't I breed snakes?
Well, I can't. Yeah, you can do chicken eggs, duck eggs. I can do snakes.
right, they're down there in the first grade doing the duck aids because there are teaching duck goose, and so they like to have a visual.
Well, that's why they do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, kids are very visual, and that's why I think the ball pythons for biology and genetics are great because
Yeah, I wish.
you can really see it, right? I mean, you can be like, okay, that's an incomplete dominant pastel, and that's a normal, and you can look at it and it's totally different.
Yeah. 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 So I talk about the genetics. I also use them in my natural selection unit, as well as evolutionary history. Um, I've got a blue-eyed leucistic, and we talk about why that blue-eyed leucistic would not survive in the wild.
All right.
Other than the fact that she's also derpy. She corkscrews. She's got something else that I'm trying to find out if it's a gene problem or if it was an incubator problem.
Yeah, it's great for a blue-eyed Lucy because now I have a super Mojave blue-eyed Lucy that I produced years and years ago, big female. But here's a Mojave, one copy. Here's two copies. And obviously there's a difference, right? And kids, like I said, kids are visual. When you can give them a here it is, you can see it. Uh, that tends to stick with them a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And to interaction, man. It's that's too cool. You get to see it and be a part of it.
Right, right. So what type of genes do you like do you like to work with? Favorite type of incomplete dominant and maybe recessive as well.
Well, recessive, TSK, exanthic, or just exanthic in general.
Yeah, I'm a
Because
VPI guy. They're all the same. It's just
you
monochrome.
just can't breed them together
Can't bring them
necessarily.
together. They're not like hypos.
They're not compatible, but whatever.
Correct.
Some they're similar
Correct.
look.
But they do that, and hence they're all called exanthic because they
Right.
do the same, roughly the same situation with the genes. They cause a lack of yellow pigment.
It's not like we're over here going, it's Ultramel, it's Monarch. Which is better? I don't know. They're pretty much the same. They pretty much do the same.
Yeah. And then as for dominant / co-dominant traits that I like, there's so many. Like I can't necessarily limit it down to one.
Yeah.
I mean, I like stuff that darkens, so like blackhead. Yeah. I like granite genes, like that, like the gravelly pixelation, that kind of effect. I wish there was a good sunset. I mean, I don't have any sunset, but I don't feel like there's some out there. Don't get me wrong. The sunsets are coming out. The browns are disappearing, but there's a lot of brown.
There's a lot of brown.
You know what the base is, right? I mean, if your goal, I agree with you. If your goal is to create a beautiful ball python that's a beautiful ball python as an adult, why would you start with something that you know that's what it's going to do when it's an adult? And I've had this kind of back and forth with people a lot. It's like, well, sunset's a hot gene, and it's in one of the higher end or upper end or investment, but I also look at it and I say, I've been in this hobby long enough to remember when bamboo was a high end investment genetic. I mean, I remember when people couldn't get enough of spider in their life. I mean, so, and spiders were, the bumblebee ball python is the reason I got into this hobby. And they were selling that 2 gene when I got in for $800-900 a pop. So, there's something to be said for these genes that it's hot now, but tell me in 5 years, when it's not hot, do you have a love for what's driving you to create that animal? If it's not that, then what is it?
Yeah. Yeah. I like pattern, so I mean I tend to stay away from pied.
Me too.
I have pied simply because if I do make pied babies, they help pay for food and table space. And also my students really like pied. It's another really good, easy visual to like.
Something.
It really is.
It's a good pet animal.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw a pied ball python was just a picture at a reptile show. Guy wanted 20 grand. 20 grand. I was like, I'm going to pass.
I'm good.
But I love what pied does in the het form, especially with leopard. It makes leopard really stripy when the leopard genes in a combo with het pied. It really makes the leopard stripy. And I like that.
Pied was my first visual recessive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Clown is my favorite still.
It's because it's, why? Because it really changes the way the whole animal looks, right? You get that, even in just the base form clown, you get that black back.
You can go busy. You can go freaking.
Right. There's so much you can do with it.
It's still very good.
And I love hypo and clown, boy. Hypo and
Mm-hmm.
clown, boy, it's beautiful.
Too
Hypo
bad
the
you're
world.
VPI.
Well, that's where you go hypo VPI or
Well, I
hypo
was gonna
hypo
say,
country.
if you were TSK, there might be some hypopod or
Yeah,
hypo clown TSK
yeah.
coming out.
Well, I wanna
Yeah.
put Desert Ghost with my VPI Xanthic stuff too.
Yeah.
And I got Desert Ghost stuff coming up and starting to make hats and
Nice.
but yeah, that and I love hypo. I didn't like hypo until I produced one and then I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I like
Oh,
this.
no.
Mitzi.
Yeah.
Hypo's one of my faves.
Yeah,
Gonna be.
because I'm a visual person. I need it. Once I held it and saw it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what was I thinking?"
I got more
Okay.
hypo than anything.
It just goes to
Question.
show you that nobody's ever right all the time. It's just you're not. You're gonna have your share being wrong too.
All
Trust me,
right. Have
I'm
either of
married.
you
I know.
ever bought a snake simply because it had a really cool head stamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. I love head stamps.
yeah.
That's his. Mhm.
That's what I was
Guilty
gonna
as
say about
charged.
Clown. Clown has
That's
got the
why.
greatest head stamps going. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
don't know.
know.
I'm gonna have to send you one that I've been making some payments on. I don't even need it for like collection or breeding. It just had an awesome head
Head
stamp that
stamp
I was like, I gotta have it.
Yeah.
one.
They
I,
named a whole gene that because that happens to a lot of us. I've seen a
yeah,
lot of snakes where I've gone,
I
yeah, I
have
don't
a
know
lot
what
of
I'm gonna do.
GHI
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but
Oh, good
I
luck.
gotta have
Good
that
luck.
snake. I gotta have that snake.
for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice, nice, nice. And who else? Dennis just he has some True Ghost head DGs and
Yeah,
he's building up.
boy.
So
Does he
I
have some
can't wait to
pretty
see.
snakes?
Oh, he has some nice snakes, man. I would like. I want to see some those triple visuals: VPI, DG, well, Xanthic DG and Hypo.
Because the stuff that he's working with too is so pretty that you know when you start adding to that and start using those animals to breed, my goodness, you're only gonna make them better.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um,
So
yeah.
what you say I watched you. You say you usually shoot for around about 3 clutches per year. That's similar. I'm 5 or
Well,
6 max.
hopefully, let me look really quickly. I mean, I'm gonna have to ultrasound at the end of the month again, but there's at least two that are close to going right now.
Mhm.
And that's not including the two that I have at school that I haven't ultrasound yet that I'm pairing at school with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, each year I seem to be getting more and more clutches. So we'll see, as I'm growing my collection. Um, but I don't usually hit, knock on wood, double digits.
Do you have
Don't want to.
do you have an incubator in the classroom too?
I currently don't. I currently just have my one here in my house, and I've moved it usually to the classroom when I've known or when I've been able to pair. Um, and or when my female's showing
Yeah.
signs. I will say currently I've been trying to get a second fridge and make a second incubator so I don't have to cart things back and forth.
Right.
Mhm.
And then the ultrasound that I have right now is on loan from Brian. He mailed it to me from Vegas, which was kind of cool. And
Mhm.
I've used it. And then I've got some money. I had a Kickstarter going for some money to raise to get an ultrasound. Got a lot of lovely feedback on what ultrasound that I wanted to get because it's the expensive one.
Of
Um,
course, of course.
well,
Get the
okay,
get the,
so
get the portable butterfly one with the.
I just
well, you want okay? Let me explain why. Instead of eating pretzels, hold on.
yeah,
Let me explain why. Because like I took Brian's ultrasound into the classroom. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to ultrasound the snakes, I'm going to have 25 kids crowd around me to look at the tiny screen that has the eggs on it. The butterfly will plug into my computer. I can project it onto my board, and they can literally see everything. Like, the image on the butterfly is so much better than the little like flippy ones. Oh my God. Yes. Like, if and when either of you go to Tinley, and if they're there with the Genesis pythons, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I seen. That's what I know about it. I seen it.
Yeah, and they show the videos and they demonstrate. I mean, you can see so clearly inside the snake. And yes, it's uber expensive. Like, come on now. I understand that. I understand that it's like
Yes.
$3,000, $4,000. I get it.
Yeah.
But if an ultrasound is not something I need, why not? Why not shoot for that? You know, it's not something I'm in a rush. It, you know,
I don't
I
know.
mean-
Back in the day, I was the guy with the television with the aluminum foil on the antenna and the pliers to change the channel. I still got to watch TV. I mean, yeah.
But in a roundabout way, I'm going to make an incubator, probably a second incubator, so I don't have to transfer things back and forth.
I just turned my incubator on today because I think I'm getting close to some eggs. I got a couple females that I think I got some het DG stuff, and I got the that red stripe girl, and my
Nice.
spot nose female is gigantic. She was ovulating the other day. She looked like, yeah, she was giant. She's not that big a girl, but she was huge. So I think she's getting ready to go too. Pastel spot nose. I think there's like 7 or 8 incomplete dominant genes in that pairing. I'm looking forward to it. Leopard and spot nose being 2 of them. So I really like the leopard spot nose stuff. So I'd like to have at least 1 or 2 of those.
I mean, I'm doing 2 teacher competitions. One starts on March 16th, and y'all better keep like voting for me every day.
Oh yeah.
If I win, I get $25,000, and I can buy that incubator.
You can buy that. You can buy it.
Yeah.
And I buy an incubator and an ultrasound.
And ultrasound. That butterfly.
And then I get to go to Hawaii. And then my kids get a free assembly with Bill Nye, the science guy.
Oh my gosh. There you go.
I know, right? So I'm gonna like push that out. So be prepared, everybody.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna
tag everybody. Yeah. Everybody better get on that and vote. Darn it.
But then also I'm the one that you can't vote for necessarily. My school nominated me for Teacher of the Year this year.
Let's go.
Yeah. And so I made it.
You gotta be a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
So they nominated me. I made it past our district level, which is now at county level. It's not simply just a, hey, we've got a cool teacher. It's a, hey, we got a cool teacher, and she has to write all these essays.
That's
oh my God, it was. And like, you have to brag about yourself.
Right. It's education. It's you educators love to give homework and whatnot. I don't feel sorry for you. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. That's all. I don't feel sorry.
I had to talk about my philosophy of teaching. I had to talk about now I'm like blanking out on top of my brain, but I had to talk about a lot of things. And one of them, like one of the last essays for the county was talk about an educational trend or issue that you've advocated for your students. And my principal and the person who's in charge of our entire school went, I don't know if we want Jamie doing I advocate for my kids a lot. And I advocate for diversity and inclusion.
Right.
That's been a big thing.
That's all everybody wants, is to be accepted and right.
Yeah. To have a safe place. So and so I just basically I really had to think to the root of my advocacy, is that, I just want everybody to have a safe place where they can express themselves and have a comfortable environment trying to figure out who they are in middle school.
So be tolerant of people, right? Just God damn it.
Not
Let
necessarily
everybody.
tolerant, but
I'm a
respect.
I- I'm a live and let live type of guy. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You're not hurting me. I'm not hurting you. Do your thing, man. Do your
Yeah.
thing. I want everybody to have the life they want to have.
Yeah.
I ain't here trying to get in anybody's way. I just everybody likes to talk about their rights and don't take my rights, and in the next breath they'll tell you how they want to take the rights away from somebody else.
Somebody else.
Wait a minute. How does that work?
Yeah, it's a little quite
Yeah.
crazy. Being a
So
teacher is
that's a good thing.
hard. You gotta make everybody happy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's the question: Who's happy? Who's harder to make happy, the students
Or the
or their
parents.
parents?
You want to take a guess on that?
No, it's the
I know.
parents.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
It's the parents.
Right.
It's the parents.
It's always
There's a lovely creator on TikTok that's actually a principal, and lovely video where he shows a picture of like little circles that represent parents, and he shows them what they were, say, 15-20 years ago, and majority of the parents are like blue, which just signifies that they are like, they're in the middle, they're neutral. If you call them up, they'll support you. You maybe have like two parents who will like be like, oh, that's our little Johnny, and and nowadays you've got so many parents that blame you as the teacher for their child's problems or issues, and actively will try to find things that you are doing wrong in your classroom.
try coaching high school football for 20 years. They love to second guess us. Tell us what we did wrong 5 minutes after the game is over.
Yeah, totally.
It's easy to say that play didn't work after we all saw that it didn't work. So,
it's easier to scrutinize than to not,
yeah.
So
Always, I don't like people that sit and play that armchair.
More parents play football than kids. Right. I'm taking my son and going home.
Yeah.
I'll also say this too, is that I think a lot of people believe that since they've been going to school for 12 plus years that they know how to teach. And as a teacher, I look at them and I go, no, I'm the patient of a doctor. Right. And I've been going to a doctor for all my life. Does that mean I can be a doctor?
Right.
No, it doesn't. You know how to learn your best way. I went to school and literally learned different ways to teach students. I still go to school as an adult. We do professional development as teachers that
all the time, yeah,
constantly are teaching us the new ways people are learning, new ways to engage them, to keep them focused. But yeah, so I mean, if any parents are listening out there, be kind to teachers. This is a job.
Be supportive. I've never met a teacher in all the years that I've been around schools that isn't in it for your kid. I mean, there's no teachers out there going, I got it in for Johnny. I've never
right.
ever heard that.
It's my favorite thing to tell my students. Yeah. I woke up this morning and all I thought about is how to make your life miserable.
Really?
I do this for the money. I literally said both those things this week to my students. Or like the other one, we're doing our outdoor education, not next week, but the following week. And that's where we go away for a couple days with the kids, 7th and 8th graders, and I'm one of the chaperones. The students are like, did you put us in cabins with our friends? Are we in groups with our friends? And I look at them all and I go, no, I decided to mix you up because I want you to feel miserable and sad the entire trip while I'm stuck with you.
Yeah, this is going to be great, isn't it? Yeah.
Because misery loves company. No, I put you with your friends because of the fact that I want you to have a good time. I mean, of course, if you're a pain in the butt, I'm probably going to try to separate you from someone that's going to be another pain in the butt. But like, this is supposed to be fun, and I'm up there too, and I don't have to be bossy, and the counselors are the ones that are in the cabin with you, not me, so I get a break. But like the whole point is this is supposed to be fun. I don't have 75 students. I have 75 children. That's what I tell people half the time is that I understand that they're my students, but I'm around them a good chunk of my life too. And I get to know them and I care about them and I fight for them and they drive me insane. And then there's times where I'm like, dude, I just want you to succeed. Like a lot of times I'm not a fan of punishment or like negative consequences in general. I would rather be giving, I think most people would rather be giving rewards and bribery and things like that, positive stuff, or at least in my book, I do. And so a lot of times when my students are doing something, like I have a good chunk of students that have a hard time focusing. I'm at a charter school, so we are a hotspot magnet for kids that do not fit in the traditional mold. Right. So even though I've only got 25 kids per class, give or take, I've got 25 kids that probably each have something that they really need taken care of. So like with that, like, I'll give them prompts or reminders of like, hey, get to work, focus. Are you good? And some of my kids are like, gosh, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I'm literally just being the voice in your head. Like I'm trying to help you out here. You're not in trouble. I'm not giving you like a warning slip. I'm not going to call your parents and say, hey, little Johnny wasn't focused in class today. No, I'm trying to help you learn how to prompt yourself to go, oh, crepes, I'm off task. Like literally they see me do that in class. I'll be like making some weird noise or zoning out over here. And then I go, oh, wait, sorry.
I'm not going to call your parents. I'm on the phone with them now. I'm on the phone right now.
You have to call them. Already called them.
I'm filming with my
They can hear you. Speak clearly into the lapel.
They're crazy. But yeah, so my 75 kids. So
that's awesome. And then you're teaching them how to do genetics through ball pythons, so I love that too. And so what project are you most excited about this year, or even moving forward, and what you're trying to do in your collection?
The one that I'm most excited about is a Granity black and white project.
Of course.
Cryptic.
Right.
I'm excited about that one. I'm also excited about Super Blackhead Exanthic Hypo. I've got that. I've got a couple triple recessives that I'm hoping go. Definitely just trying to get back into the groove of things. The fact with the theater production, on top of, even though I only teach, max 25 kids per class, I teach 6th grade science, 7th grade science, 8th grade science. They're 3 different contents. And then I have theater. So the production is actually a little bit easier than my normal elective in some ways. It requires more time, but not as much like mental capacity. So I'm trying to get all that under control. And then I'm going to be looking again, seeing who's building and all that stuff, while still juggling all this other here and there. In the classroom right now, we put the super butter, the bell, to an Exanthic het pied. Just because we're going to try to see what else she is other than the super butter.
Okay.
And being able to put her to a visual Exanthic. All the babies will be het Exanthic, and maybe she's got something cool in there.
Right.
Who knows? So, and it'll be easier to be able to tell, because of the fact that he's not going to give any. Well, if I have visuals, that would be amazingly crazy.
Surprise.
Yeah. She was a Craigslist find. She's one of my first 5.
So you never know.
Yeah.
When I bought that spider, the kid who I bought the darn thing from told me it's a 100% hex spider, and I was like, I've been doing a lot of research, and I know that's a completely wrong what you just said. I don't think you can do any of that stuff. But
well, technically, it could be het spider. I mean, het spider is heterozygous spider,
right,
which still means that you can see it.
right, yeah.
Unless
So-
it's a recessive, and then you can't see it.
I think it's actually a spider 100% hypo is what it was, and he screwed it all up. But I won't breed him again. So, but that's what I believe. He got it from Garrick DeMeyer, so I actually talked to him. We emailed back and forth, and he goes,
Okay.
"It's probably het hypo."
Nice.
But yeah, that was what 13 years ago. He's still down there.
Yeah, and then the other female that's in the classroom that's being paired is she's a super blackhead. She's either a super blackhead or a blackhead. Red gene, ringer gene, double het hypo, exanthic to a super blackhead, double het hypo exanthic.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
in classroom, that's a nice classroom pairing.
Oh my God, I have a visitor.
I know. I was like, "Hi, you got a shoulder friend."
Somebody crashed. All right, she's crashing.
Oh,
all right. Good night.
That's the wife. You know, she's here
going to
to
bed.
yeah, get mad at me probably.
Got a leopard
sure
in the classroom.
I'm sure I did something.
Yeah. I've got a couple other cages I need that I want to fill, but I don't know what. But that's also another thing. Like I want to get all of what I currently have with ball pythons under control and kind of like going. Getting rid of all my non-project stuff before I take on a new species. It's a little cage over there that you see the ring light in that I want to take to my classroom and put something in.
What, like a GTP or something? What you trying to?
That?
Green tree python.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I don't think it would be big enough for a green tree. Maybe a baby.
Yeah.
But I could put probably a lychee in it, a baby lychee. What were the other ones we were looking at?
Crested.
Cresty. Possibly a set of dart frogs.
There you go.
Like dart frogs. Yeah.
Then you could dart kids in the classroom and show them,
There's so many different dart frogs.
Don't mess with me. I'll dart you in the classroom. You're gonna have to tell those, the administrators, how is that gonna help in the
or some kind of spider. That's another thing. Although there is mesh on the top and on the sides, there's clear with holes, so I'd have to do some modification of it with some of those. But I also will say I probably won't fill it or try to fill it until the summer because I always like being able to. I try my best to research the animals before I get them and be able to know all about them. Set up a cage, be a responsible pet owner.
There you go. Good idea.
I say I try because sometimes at US ARC auctions, try goes out the window. $5 for a pet. Yes.
Yeah. You can't beat it.
Well, I mean, that's how we have a girdled lizard. It's not mine, it's my husband's. He was like, I got you an armadillo lizard. And I go, that's not an armadillo lizard. And he goes, yes, it is. They said it was an armadillo lizard. And I go, no, it's a girdled lizard, but they can be called an armadillo lizard by slang, but it's not the one I wanted. And he goes, oh, and I go, I guess you have a new pet to take care of.
He has a new pet to take care of.
Yeah, it's in his computer room. It's in his computer room with.
If I had $1 every time I heard my wife say that to me, it's not what I wanted. Yeah, I'd have a lot of money by now, Keys.
Well, the thing is I've learned that I probably shouldn't take my husband to the auctions because he just gets enjoyment from doing this.
Yeah. He's competitive. He
Yes.
likes to win. He likes to win.
Yes, and has fun just messing with people too.
Right.
Like that's literally what he does.
Right.
In the best of ways.
Competitive people should stay away from auctioning. That's not a good idea. I know I have to turn it off. I'm like, I want that. I'm just being a competitor. I don't really want that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
you got a couple of clutches going for the classroom, couple clutches at the
Going home.
at the house. Boy, you're gonna have what, 4 or 5 of them then?
I think so. I hope so. A lot of them. The hard part is, and this is partly why I don't bring the incubator, is they all tend to lay right around June. And so, and for the summer, I have to bring anybody at school home. I have to bring them home for at least a month because we don't have access to our campus for a month.
Right.
So I have 3 terrariums at school. And then I've got a rack at school too. And so a lot of times I just bring them all home, even the ones in terrariums, and put them in spare rack sections for the month. And then I take them back when I get that chance.
That's awesome. I'm sure the kids love it.
It is a lot of work. It used to be even more when I didn't have rack space and I had to bring the terrariums home.
See, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you got to bring. That's good.
Yeah, so now I like specifically mark off do not fill row of tubs to make sure that there's enough there.
You got a couple racks back there. Are those ARS or are those Freedom Breeder?
ARS, yeah. I've got one that is the 40. I don't remember. I mean, you've also have my mirror there, so I've got those there.
Yep.
And then I've got those right there.
I have an ARS too. I love it, ARS, man.
Yeah, I got this one used, and then my bigger tubs I didn't. If I had more space, I probably would have more.
Oh, me too.
Actually, take that back. I wouldn't have more. No, it's hard to do this as a one-person thing. Yeah. I mean, my husband helps me out a little bit, but
just a little bit.
My wife don't do a darn thing. It's all me. It's all me. I got 94 animals in here now. It's all me. But I'm an old guy. I mean, I'm not fishing, I'm not gardening, and I'm certainly not going to go
retirement.
Golfing. Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here puddling around, drooling and whatnot. It's horrible. It's bad. Old guy.
Hiding in the corner with snot bubbles.
Yeah. Oh. But that's awesome. I love it. I love seeing women and girls in this hobby.
Yes.
Because it's so male dominant, and anytime it's male dominant, I'm like, you know what this place needs is a couple of women. Is what it needs. God darn it.
Yes, it is male dominant.
I'm the father of daughters, so I tend to find myself rooting for the women and the girls.
Yeah. Well, keep that in mind and teach that to other young men.
Well, I coach football, so I'm always there on the practice field, talking about being respectful and treating the girls with all the respect, for sure, because they're somebody's mom and future mom and wife, and you don't want their now dad coming to look for you. So be respectful.
Yep.
And you never know, because I'm the father of daughters, and that father may show up and he might look like me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't roll the dice like that. That's not a good idea. So, yeah, I root for the women. I root for the girls. But it was great to have you
out in a few minutes, Jamie. So if you want to show anything, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah. I'll show off one of my favorite boys. Actually, hold on 1 second, since I've been touching pretzels.
Yeah. You were putting those away, boy. I was proud of you.
I love pretzels.
Me too. I'm more of a food guy, Keys. You know, I'm not real picky.
Uh-huh. That's good. Oh, it's a big old Xanthic boy.
Yeah. So this boy here, he's a super pastel leopard, TSK Xanthic het pied. We think he has something else in him too.
See the het pied? Look at the dorsal. See how striped the
Big
dorsal
boy.
is? Because he's het pied.
Well, we think he might have black pastel in him, causing him to have this kind of pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's the pie.
Black pastel and leopard.
Yeah, but you see the stripe on his back? That's what het pied does.
That's the leopard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can see with those alien heads, the way they are shaped, it's like pastel.
I like that. You know what I thought it was, Keys, when she started showing it? I thought it was a gargoyle.
I knew that was HRA. I knew it.
Cinnamon HRA, I really did. Mm-hmm. Maybe with a little pastel.
So yeah, he's one of my faves. His color is pretty awesome.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Adult.
Mm-hmm. You said that's a het pied?
Yeah.
With that ringer? Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. See, leopard came out of the pied gene. That's how they found the leopard gene. So it's always kind of the first leopards were all het pied.
Hey, calm yourself. Thank you. Good.
If you take a bite, it makes great YouTube.
Yeah, some granity. Mm-hmm.
Can I guess real quick?
Crazy.
Sure.
Some nanny? Is there some nanny in that?
No.
No nanny. All right.
No nanny.
That dorsal is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I have no idea what that is.
GHI? Is that GHI?
No.
Nope.
It's a single gene.
GHI, no. That's a single gene?
This is a single gene.
Yeah. No.
Is that Stranger?
Nah,
No.
It's not Stranger.
Wow, you got me. Single gene?
Yep.
Whatever it is, I don't work with it. Yeah.
It's Hatari.
Oh.
Yeah, I would never have
yeah,
guessed.
Yeah.
I could have guessed all night. I wouldn't have
guessed it. Yeah.
So single gene Hatari, female.
That is nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that dorsal.
So that's the single form of Atari, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and she's a really good example.
That is.
She's beautiful. I was gonna guess blackhead next. That was
I would
be my next
never, because that's just that squiggly line on the dorsal is crazy.
Right. That's
I don't know what would do that.
That's why I didn't say it, Keys, because I knew you were going to say it. Yeah, squiggly line on the dorsal, you idiot.
And then, I mean, more Hatari if you want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Who'd you get Hatari from?
Oh dang! Randy Dark Cloud. He messes. He breeds that.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is a citrus pastel, Hatari GHI Mojave yellow belly.
Oh damn!
Wow. Damn. And the Mojave and the yellow. Oh no! Did you say GHI too? Right?
Yep.
So the GHI and the Mojave didn't do their GHI Mojave thing. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they don't in different combos.
I like the granite in there too.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like the flaming that goes on.
Yeah. That's your yellow belly there, huh?
Yeah.
Yellow belly, everything, Coach. You know.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say that.
And I'll pull got one more.
All right.
Here we go. That way I don't have to pull out my white lip hunkies.
All right. Do I do Xanthic? Do I do Tri-Stripe? Do I do another?
Oh, damn.
I want to see a tri-stripe.
Okay.
You want to see trucks, right?
Oh my goodness. So this is Nike. She is a pastel tri-stripe het Xanthic.
Oh, that is
Possibly something
nice.
else.
Look at
That's
Nike.
a nice tri-stripe.
Yeah.
See,
That
I
is
like
real nice.
I
Real
don't like
nice.
it when they come out with a tri-stripe and it's not black backed. That is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't see the head on that snake, you would swear it's a clown.
That is too cool.
If you didn't
So
see the head,
she's got something else in her. So normally your tri, you'd have a second line that
Right.
runs on the outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's missing it. So she's got something else dinker wise that we've been trying to figure out. She's of course
They
I'm
also
trying to
have
get her to
another
breed her size.
they also have another stripe gene called D
D-stripe.
stripe.
D-stripe. D-stripe, yeah.
She's
I was
definitely tri. Like she comes from a person who breeds strictly tri, and her clutch mates have the 3 stripes.
But she doesn't.
And he said he had a couple other ones too. It's Ebby Constrictor. She is one of my picky eaters.
She's beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
She only likes to eat live.
all right. Yeah,
So I have to go pick her live every time.
She's beautiful.
She
are
is.
taking
I
my
really
pick.
like that snake.
Oh, so yeah. So anybody that's watching, because I got this. We're streaming these shows to iHeartRadio and Apple and Spotify. I just figured it out Monday. Just figured this stuff out. So if you're listening on the podcast, you can always watch this on YouTube also.
You know, I didn't figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out how to program the VCR so I can.
It took me a minute. But I figured it out.
I just want to record Law and Order, for God's sake.
Yeah. Who's Helen? Let me grab. You're fine. Thank you. This boy. And you're still in shame.
Is that a skeleton? Yes, it is. With the hat on.
That's Jeebs, and he usually wears my shirts at shows. Sell them. So these are 2 that I have bred. This is not Xanthic. This is
okay.
Fire Xanthic Het Clown.
Yeah.
That's
Fire
beautiful.
is just made for Xanthic.
Fire really is.
Pastel.
And this is just a crazy clown.
It's a nice looking clown.
That is a crazy.
It's a pewter clown.
He is for sale. Pewter clown, most likely. Pewter clown plus. That's what we've been calling her.
That is beautiful. I like that.
Yeah.
She's
Hey,
for sale.
Big yellow boo. Let's go.
That is pretty. That
is she on Morph Market, or you got to be hit up?
I think she might be on Morph Market, or you could just reach out to me on Instagram too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat? That's a nice looking one. I like
is
that.
A nice looking snake.
Yeah, I sold her twin at the last expo. Not her twin, but her fraternal twin, the one that looked exactly like her.
Right. Same genes, right?
Yep. Mom was a mouthful. Dad was an Enchi Batman. Not clutch mates. Not clutch mates.
I like that. That's not VPA. That's TSK.
That's TSK.
Yeah.
TSK and Fire.
Yep. With Pet Clown.
Nice.
That's what I just got into Krypton too. I got.
And he's not browning. He is graying a little bit.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Not dark phase Xanthic, which I do have some of that.
Yeah.
But he's graying in the the white spatches a little bit there. You can kind of see it.
Not bad at all.
Mm-mm. Go ahead.
He's gonna stay pretty, I think.
I think so too. It's a really good strain of fire.
Yeah,
good family of fire. So, yeah.
I like the fire gene, and I like the fire gene so much. I now got into the vanilla gene, so I can do the vanilla cream stuff.
Yep. I've got some of that in my collection too. So yeah, these are both two guys that I've two babies, not guys, guy, girl, that I've produced. Yeah, she doesn't have a name because I'm selling her. This is Maverick.
You're gonna keep Maverick.
I'm thinking about keeping him. Yeah. Usually I bring him with me to shows and I'll list him, and if someone wants to buy him for whatever price, then I'll sell him because I don't need him, and I have mom and dad for him, so I could always recreate him, maybe as a she.
But you like him,
But yeah, I like him. I like him decently enough. No.
You're gonna keep him. I do the same thing. He's for sale. I always have the holdback price on him. You can buy him. He's $52,000.
You can buy him.
I do take payment plans if you want to make a payment plan.
If you want to pay this price, you take him off my hands.
You can buy him if you want to.
You can buy him.
But then I tell my wife, he's for sale. Nobody wants him.
He's starting to get his highlighter yellow.
Yeah. What's in that?
A lot. Pastel, yellow belly, fire, exanthic.
I was going to say firefly.
Super pastel, yellow belly, fire, exanthic, het clown.
That is awesome.
Yeah, bright.
Yeah.
Did you hatch that one in the classroom or?
No, this one I did not. He hatched over the summer. Usually when they hatch over the summer, I will do a live and post it to our school like communication thing, and the kids will hop on and watch me cut the eggs, or if they're pipping, I will let them see the pipped babies. And then I usually bring in the babies right away so that they get socialized. I've been a little hesitant this last year about bringing in more snakes into my classroom because the end of last year I came in and someone had unplugged the thermostats.
Oh, God.
So I was like, I'm guessing someone unplugged it like to vacuum.
Right, probably.
And forgot to plug it back in. And so that kind of made me really nervous about having stuff in the classroom.
You got to watch them, I tell you what.
But yeah.
All right. That's a beautiful snake. I like that too.
You can make me bobble him. He's pretty cool. I have mom and dad. His name's Prometheus. Also, we call him Richard. His mom's name is AH space SOUL. You can say it out loud if you want.
Okay. I'm not going to. There's a teacher here. I'm not going to say it.
I'm not going to get you in trouble. I'm the cool teacher. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else you want to see. I mean, I've got blackhead. I've got dark phase. I don't know. I've got.
Dan, what up, bro?
True ghost. Yeah. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we like the true ghost and dark phase, all that. Especially dark phase.
Dark phase is fun. Dark phase is fun. It's cool in the fact that you get a snake one way and then months later it doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
But they're I think they're finding more and more that dark phase is actually not tied to exanthic.
Oh, really?
It's tied to pastel.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Because
Don't
there's
say
Huh?
don't say it on Facebook. I years ago I said that Enchi and Cinnamon were a lilac on Facebook, and I took a beating for it, boy. Unless you're Justin Kabelka, don't say anything about jeans and what you think about them because they get mad at you.
Well, I just sit there and I mean, I didn't say that it was linked to pastel. I said I think they're saying that it's
Yeah,
linked to pastel now, that they're finding out more information. But then again, a lot of Xanthic is bred with pastel.
a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And like there's more and more animals that are pastel that start off. I'll have to send you guys a post. I'm actually picking up a female that was that's being sold on Craigslist that's labeled was super pastel, and I would swear to God that the snake is Xanthic. I mean, it wasn't when it was a baby.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But now, as an adult, as going on 4 years, it looks Xanthic. And I want to pick it up. The person's not selling it for, well, they're selling it for what it was as a baby.
Yeah.
But my brain was like, I'm gonna grab this. It's near me. It's a pied. It looks Xanthic. I'm gonna throw a male Xanthic to it and see what happens. I wanna see. It's a female, I think, super pastel. Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? Pastel yellow belly pied, and it is like totally black and white grayed out now as an adult. And I'm like, yeah.
Let's see.
1,400 grams. She's selling it for 500, but that comes with the cage, radiant heat panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want the cage, but she's not willing to part without the cage, so I'm just gonna get all of it and then just the cage. So
do something with it.
Yeah. Find or put it in my rafters.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, well, this is not gonna work because it's gonna reflect you.
We can see it. Yeah, we can see it.
Or you can send it. To
That's
me.
what I was gonna do. Is I'll send it to you. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it's attached to pastel or not. I have a theory that it might be, but who knows?
Just got to do the work. Put it in. Do the breedings.
Yep.
That's how we used to do it before we had those ultrasoundy things and
shed testy things.
Yeah, shed testy things.
Testy.
You just held them all back and then just bred a visual to all of them and said, well, obviously those two are het. You can get rid of those. That's how we did it.
Back in my day. That's what I tell my students all the time. Back in my day, we used to do murder.
Right. So. We walked to school in the snow, uphill, both ways.
Well, thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Thank you for coming on.
Welcome. I'm gonna show this real quick.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Now my internet's moving slow though, of course.
It's like coming out to get you.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, I'm thinking, did you sit down tonight? That is impressive.
I know, look how fancy his house is.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
He over there looking like he playing shortstop all night long.
Like look at that.
That's
Xanthic.
Yeah, you remember that gray matter? The gray matter stuff is that's
click
what that
over
like.
To the original picture. She's got pictures of it from Morph Market. I've been trying to ask her who the breeder was, and she hasn't told me. Because like that, I feel like also could potentially.
It looked like
and
that
then
gray
I tried.
Matter. Urban camo, I think they used to call that look too.
Oh yeah, urban camo.
Yeah.
And then I tried to reverse image search the Morph Market picture, couldn't find it.
Right.
Oh, so this is what the original.
Okay, so right now you're still on the black and white one. Can you close it?
Let me see.
That does look exantic.
Oh, I see how I'm on.
That's way too much of me on there. I'll tell you what.
It's okay. I don't like looking at myself either on the screen. I'll tell you that. I'm like constantly in these things when I'm watching myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
My wings.
I always look like I'm sitting right next to the
Yeah.
thing.
So that's what it looked like originally. And then the Morph Market picture is like 2 over. Like at the very, very end is her Morph Market picture. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is
Okay.
That's wow. So they want that to.
Yes.
Sheesh. Oh yeah. Buy
You'd
that.
be like,
You gotta try. You gotta try it. See, that's the whole thing. If something intrigues you and makes you wonder, then you're gonna. That's
and
what
she's
you should be
close
doing.
to breeding too, so I'm not gonna have to like do too much. Give it a. I'll probably keep her on the side for a year to beef her up.
Right.
But like she's close to it, so that it would be easy to just go.
Yeah, so you won't have a whole lot of invested into her if you don't, if it doesn't work out. But still,
Well, if she doesn't work out to be exanthic, I'll probably still keep her because she's cool, and it's kind of cool to be like, look at what it looks like here,
Yeah.
and then here. So,
yeah. Thank you for your time, Jamie.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. Good luck. Hopefully, you'll be Teacher of the Year real soon.
Right.
Hopefully, I'll win the Bill Nye.
Got my votes.
Bill Nye Science Guy. Come on.
Yeah. Get that money. Get that vacation to Hawaii.
Yep.
Coach, thank you once again.
Thank you, my friend, for having me. Let me come on and have some fun with y'all.
Oh, you are ready. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the people listening on your favorite way to stream, listen to podcasts. But don't hesitate to come onto YouTube. You can actually see some of these snakes also.
Right.
Just look up Keys Constrictors on YouTube. You can find us there. Thank you to everybody for coming out. Coach, you got something you want to say before we leave?
Oh, hey, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going again. I launched a video for like the first time in over 2 years on my YouTube. So go check it out. I actually shot it like 2 years ago, and I've got the update that I already shot, but it's a long story. But I'll have 2 on there by the end of the week, I hope. Right. Go see my YouTube channel. Help a guy out.
There it is right there. Jamie, anything you want to say?
Nope, just thank you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night, man. You know what to do. Get those smiles out, get those flowers out. Tomorrow's not promised. Call your mother and get the fuck off my phone.